morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome all you new folks and welcome back, everybody, to Loving It on Keto. How is everybody doing? It is very hot here in Arizona. Yes, indeed it is. And Harry and I have a very busy day. He's got to go to physical therapy. We need to go to Mom's, pick up her mail, check the house, and then we need to take her mail and stuff up to her so she can go through and do her bills and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what we've got to do, at least this morning, for all of those good things. You guys, are you doing the May challenge with us? Today is a BBBE diet day, no added dairy, move your body. Now, I have some questions, so let me come here. Somebody said, what is the difference between Wednesday and Saturday? Which, here.
Well, Wednesday is the middle of the week, and Saturday is the end of the week.
Wednesday and Saturday is chicken or fowl, eggs, fish, and a vegetable day. You can have the high protein powder, which means you can have a ketochow or the protein powder of your choice. If you're making ice cream or you're making shakes or smoothies or any of those good things, however you make yours, I make mine with ketochow. You're allowed to have them. What's the difference between the chicken, eggs, fish, and veggies day and the regular keto carnivore day on Sunday? Well, the difference is on Sunday, it's a regular ketovore or carnivore, and you can eat whatever you want that meets your macros on your ketogenic lifestyle. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, we're taking away the red meats and the pork out of the equation. We're taking the cheese out of the equation, and you can have chicken, eggs, fish, and veggies that day. So you can have salad. So it's a lighter fare day. Chicken, eggs, and fish are usually lower calories. There's usually less fat in them. Have some veggies with that. Make a nice salad, chicken salad, something like that. And that's what the differences are on those two things. It depends on you and what you eat. If you like fish, have fish. If you hate fish but like shrimp, have shrimp. If you don't like chicken but you like eggs, I'm not telling you specifically what to eat other than the groups, like the beef, bacon, butter, eggs, or the chicken, eggs, fish, and veggies day. And that's why I also give our do's and don'ts list over here, because you've got more choices over there. So I hope that answers that question. So the BBBE day, no added dairy, means no whey isolate or whey protein powder. If you have Equip protein powder that's made with beef or bone broth, or you're using ketochow taco base or beef base that's made with bone broth, then you can have ketochow or Equip or any other one that is non-dairy, non-whey isolate protein on that day. If you just want to have your egg white protein powder, that's fine, because egg whites are part of an egg, so you can have them on that day. Let's see, what other questions were people asking? Oh yes, on the 5-2 fasting or intermittent fasting days, where you're either going to do the 5-2 and lower your calories to 500 to 600 calories, or do a 16, 18, or 24-hour fast that day, you can use your foods, your macros, what works best for you in your ketogenic lifestyle. All you're doing is fasting. Now, if you're doing the 5-2, you can have whatever food fits into a 500 to 600 calorie day that day. If you want chicken breast that is super lean, boneless, skinless, and you want to put that on a salad and have a squirt of lemon or a little splash of vinegar or some mustard or something on there that doesn't have a lot of fat for the 500 to 600 calorie day, you're welcome to. And then if you just want to do your regular ketovore, carnivore, but fast that day, right? You break your fast, you eat, you do a 16, 18, and of course 24 hours you're not going to be eating at all. So I'm just trying to, you guys are coming back with questions. You have great questions and I want to have the answer for you. Now, there are several ways to fast. There are fat fasts. You can have a little bone broth fast. You can have some camps say you just need plain coffee, plain tea, plain water, plain sparkling water only. Some of the doctors say you can have a few drops of stevia, or sucralose, because those don't cause an insulin spike. Some doctors say no sweeteners, but you can have a little cream. Well, what happens if you get inflammation from cream? So there's all kinds of ways to fast. It's how you want to fast. Now, on this diet, on this protocol, when Harry and I fast, Harry and I, during fasting, are going to be drinking black coffee, black or green tea, water, sparkling water, and still only with maybe 1 or 2 drops of stevia in our drink. That's what we are doing. Please feel free to make this yours and do it the way you need to do it. We are giving you protocols and examples of what to do on a daily basis. You also, Sunday through Saturday, you can switch these days around if you need to. If you're doing a family function on the BBBE day, no added dairy, and they're having your favorite keto dish and it's got cheese in it, flip it. Flip it with one of the other ones within that week, and then do your BBBE day a different day. You don't have to do it exactly on the day. And this is why the protocol works for ketovores, and carnivores. Because I'm not telling you have to have veggies, but I say you can have the chicken, eggs, and fish, and add veggies, and have high protein powder if you want. It's allowed, but you don't have to have it. You don't have to have it. What? Harry? Yes, you have a question?
But tell me, Wendy, how can I get copies of those? Because you talk about the do's and don'ts, and I don't know where you got that from.
Okay, we have them. That's a good question, Harry. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Go in the description below. Find the Loving It on Keto website link. Click on that, and you will have a chance to print out the actual challenge and the do's and don'ts. And if you're a part of the Loving It on Keto with Wendy Facebook fans link, Loving It on Keto with Wendy fans Facebook group, here's the link, Harry, put it right here. You can go there, join, it's free, and Kim has these posted and pinned to the top. Yes, she does. Now, what other question? Okay, let me put this up here. Someone asked me, how did I know how much mousse pudding in my chocolate? It was the mousse that I made yesterday. It was chocolate coffee mousse that I made yesterday. I showed everybody that I took that container and I cut it into 4s. I took my Carb Manager and I added all those ingredients into Carb Manager and told it I wanted to divide it by 4 servings total. And if you notice and you go back in that, you see me cut it into 4s, and I scooped up a 4th for Harry and a 4th for me. And I pinned, and I'm sorry, I forgot to pin it early this morning. I pinned it a few minutes ago. The recipe is up. It's pinned to the top of the comments area of yesterday's video. And it says it makes 4 servings, and the macros are listed plain and simply down in the last line of the recipe. Now, if you use a different protein powder, like I say you can, because I always say, if you don't have, if you can't get, if you don't want to use ketochow, you can use your favorite alternative protein powder of your choice. Just make sure you see what the serving is and adjust the flavor accordingly, the sweetness, etc. The same with when I use the savory. I'll tell you use a bone broth instead or something to that nature. I love ketochow. I have ketochow. That's my favorite protein powder of choice. Lots of different flavors. I do not feel that it's too expensive, at least for Harry and I. Everybody has their own budget. Everybody has their own things to look at that way. You know, I always look at it, gee, if I drove through McDonald's and ordered us, this would be cheaper for us to have 2 shakes at $9 for 2, because it's $4.50 if you go down and get our code, you know, a piece. And I don't know if anybody's looked at food lately at restaurants or fast foods, or if you take your meat that you're buying and you're dividing it and seeing what the cost per serving is. I think it's pretty comparable. I think it's very comparable, especially if you're just using water to mix it in like we do most of the time. So that's just me. That's my opinion. You have your opinion, and a lot of people are allergic to whey. A lot of people are allergic to milk, plain and simple, can't use it, can't get it. A lot of people watch me from other countries, and that is wonderful, and we truly appreciate it. And you don't have to use ketochow. You can use the whey protein powder of your choice. I just don't know what your choice is. I don't know what the serving amount is, and you can always Google ketochow and see what the serving grams weight is that I'm using specifically on that one, and go to your protein powder on the back and see what that is, right? What that is, and do the same thing. It may have a little different texture. It may have a little bit different taste. Yours could be sweeter. It could be less sweet. So you need to figure out the sweetness factor with the sugar substitute that I use or you use. So same thing, you know. So I hope that answers that question on me always using ketochow and never giving an alternative, because I feel like I always give an alternative when I'm using ketochow. I'll tell you to use bone broth powder. You know, I try even in the recipe in parentheses to leave that. So if you ever have a question about that, and I could forget, because, you know, I'm not perfect and I could forget, but in this case I did say it. I did measure it by showing you a quarter serving. You cut it, it's like Jell-O, it stays cut, serving of each. So I think I've answered all the questions, but if anybody else has any more questions about the challenge, please let me know. Remember, if you're allergic to something and it's on here, please don't eat it because it's on here. We want you to use what works best for you. You can use this as a guideline, as a protocol each day. If you can't eat bacon, if it's something you don't eat, if it's against your religion, if it's against your principle that you don't eat pork, you don't like pork, you hate the taste of bacon, don't eat it. If you don't like butter, and you are lactose intolerant to the point where butter bothers you, use ghee instead, or use tallow, because tallow is beef. Use, you know, that kind of a thing. Adjust it according to you. And that's what we tried to do. I'm not telling you have to do this. It's a do or die thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, you can't change that. Yes, you can. If that's the glory of doing a protocol based on tricking your body every day and not getting granular about, you need to have 2 drumsticks today, and it must have 1/4 teaspoon of seasoning on it. And the seasoning needs to consist of salt and pepper only. I don't want to get that granular with you guys, because I feel that that then becomes monotonous and tiresome when you have to get that granular and make the recipe exactly the way I'm telling you to do it, in fear that you're not going to lose weight if you do that, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Harry?
Yeah, it does.
Harry's going to sleep back on behind the camera. Yeah. He's nodding off. So that means I've talked plenty on that note. Okay, so last night, MS Pure ran out. Look at this. I didn't know they had the big jug. 1 kilogram, kg. Is that kilogram? I think so. I got the big bucket because, you guys, this is working for me. And some of you guys who have been using the MS Pure, your joints and your hands and your feet and your knees are doing so much better. So I got a big tub this time. This is a big sucker. It's a big one. Because I've used, this is our second one or third one now?
Third one.
Third one. gone, and my hands feel so much better. Yes, I do have issues with grabbing and stuff. Sometimes stuff falls right through, but the pain is gone. I don't have the pain in my arm. I don't have the pain radiating up. I don't have that pain anymore, and I'm attributing it to, because the only thing I added really was this stuff. And one of our viewers told us about this stuff.
Yeah.
So I went out. So thank you so much for turning us on to this, because I love it. I really do. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go.
What did we have yesterday?
What did we have yesterday to eat? I weighed our steak, and we each had 7 ounces. We each had 7 ounces of cooked weight steak. We had 2 eggs, and we had 1 serving of the mocha coffee mousse. We had 4 grams carbs total, 41 grams fat total, 87 grams of protein total. Total calories were 760. We were doing a 5-2, so we went over a little bit, but I'm not worried about that. It worked. That's what we wanted to eat. We were full and satiated, and you guys, both of us went down. Now, I know we were going to go down because it was water weight. 182.6, so I went down 1 8/10. Harry weighed 180 and 2/10. He went down 2/10. Now, someone asked, what is your lowest weight and what is your goal weight? Harry's goal weight is 165, and his all-time low, he hit, was it in March?
Well, it was before the operation in...
yeah, it was before April.
And I think, yeah.
I think it was before March.
Was it? Okay.
165 is where we both want to be. And then we will adjust it according. This is my all-time low on this journey that I have been. Mm-hmm. The lowest I've ever weighed is 123 pounds when I got married to my first husband. So I don't know if you want to know our all-time low. Harry weighed 128 pounds, had a 29-inch waist when he went into the Army. Yes, he did. He
was a shrimp.
A shrimp. They didn't have pants to fit him. He was so skinny back then. So I don't know if that's what you were asking or not. When we get to 165, we were, before everything hit the fan in April, we were going to go and get a DEXA scan. But I'm glad we didn't because of Harry's titanium in his leg. It would have skewed our first DEXA scan. The baseline for the DEXA scan would have been skewed because they replaced the bone with titanium. It does weigh more, so there's a difference in body composition. So we're waiting at least 3 months, and then we're going to go in and do a baseline DEXA scan to see where we are. To see what our BMI is and see how much fat we still have to lose. Right now, I'm saying we both want to weigh 165, and then we'll go from there. I look good at 135. I do not look skinny, believe it or not. I have little bones on a medium bone frame. So
that makes no sense.
Like, my wrist is like 6. My fingers are small. My actual bones are small. I have a lot more fat and fluffiness to my body.
You're just
so
longer.
Even when I get to 165 at 5'9", I will still have potentially 30 pounds I can still lose and not look like a stick person, a lollipop head. That's what Harry always says. Oh, look, there goes a lollipop, right? And that's a person that is so thin, they look like a popsicle stick with a lollipop head on top. And that's not what I want to be. So,
I'll stop you.
I hope that answers that question. 165 is where Harry needs to be. And then we'll see on the DEXA scan if he has some visceral fat or subcutaneous fat around his vital organs.
Or just all fat head.
Or it's just a fat head.
Right.
It's just a fat head. We don't need to worry because it's just a fat head. But we do need to work on it if it's visceral fat, because that's the dangerous fat, specifically in men, especially Harry, because he is a...
Because I'm all muscle above the waist.
below the waist. You've got little legs, little arms. You know, he's more petite built. And he's shorter than I am, you guys. He's 5'7.5". I'm 5'9". Actually, I'm just under 5'9" now because I had my hip replaced and they took 1/4 inch off of this leg because I was 1/4 inch taller on this side, on my right side, than I was on my left. So I'm about 5'8 3/4 now.
Well, come here, stand next to me. I'll show everybody. Size difference.
See? He's a little shorter than I am. Yes, he is.
Just a bit.
Now, something I'm doing this month, because we don't have a big board, is I have a weight loss tracking sheet. And I wrote, this is where we started, and I'm writing
Well, should I put the board back up?
No.
Is that what you're telling me?
No, because I like my countertop.
Because I don't want to.
So I am tracking every day
it was up there
here.
for 2 years.
I'm going to track the whole month, you guys. We're tracking the whole month. So you guys will see a little sheet.
Just a little sheet.
Just a little sheet. Anyway,
yeah.
We gotta go. We gotta go now. We gotta go. He's gotta do PT, gotta get some stuff, gotta get on the road. I'll share with everything what we had to eat. I'll let you guys know, take a picture of it, share with you as we go throughout the day. Anyway, everybody, I hope I answered your questions. If I confused you, if you have more questions, leave me a comment below. I will try to answer all the questions to the best of my ability. Yes, I will. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next segment. Hey everybody, we are back. Man, we had a lot of stuff to do, including we had a meeting at the facility where Mom is, just to get an update on progress and all of those good things. So it took longer than expected. It is 4:30. Yes, it is. And we ended up fasting. Didn't mean to, but we ended up fasting. We took our electrolyte drinks with us. I have steak. There's 2 pounds of cross rib steak. I'm going to cook these in the air fryer. And then I'm going to bring out some eggs and we're going to scramble the eggs, and I bought some bacon bits.
Yes, my favorite.
Yeah.
I love them bacon bits.
Bacon bits.
Gonna show them to us?
Yes, in just a second.
Nothing like seeing Wendy's backside, right?
How's the back of my hair look, Harry? Since you always never tell me if
perfect. Oh, now you screwed it up. It was perfect. No, she screwed it up.
I always have it parted from sitting, and he never tells me. It's all his fault. Yes, indeed. Okay, this is what we're doing. I'm gonna get some eggs, probably 3 eggs each. I'm gonna scramble them. I'm gonna put some bacon crumbles on there, but first,
show those bacon crumbles.
These are Costco bacon crumbles, you guys.
Yeah, they're good. I like them.
They are really good.
You shouldn't eat them straight from the bag, though. You should cook them before you eat them.
And if you don't know, there's the macros.
I don't know if I can get
right
it's
here.
Kind of shiny. It's too shiny.
Is it?
Yeah.
Anyway, 0 carbs, but you can even count a carb if you want to. But tablespoon. So I'll put a couple tablespoons in. I'll count those. I'll get these measured out. And you guys, we'll be back when we have scrambled eggs with bacon and steak for an OMAD, I guess.
Because it's a BBBE day.
Yes, indeed it is. Yes, indeed it is. We'll be right back. Okay, you guys, that's 6 eggs, 3 each. And now I'm gonna put in, I'm gonna measure this. A teaspoon is 7 grams, so let's see how much a teaspoon is. Tablespoon, excuse me, tablespoon. 9, so I want 14.
Close.
There it is, 14 exactly. So 2 tablespoons or 14 grams of the Kirkland bacon. A pan is hot. I'm gonna put the eggs in. what is the deal. Let me check my steaks. Just going to cover this and take it off the heat and keep it warm as my steak cooks. So you guys come back when it's steak and eggs. When it's steak and egg time. Yes, indeed. I'm weighing the steaks. That's an 11-ounce steak. It's a 9-ounce, but if I cut this part off here, I love the fat. Harry doesn't. Sally heard the word steak.
Heard the word steak.
So that's 10, right?
Okay. Close enough.
Close enough. So we each got 10. 10 and 10. I'm going to get our eggs and divide the eggs. Put this away. I'm cutting the eggs in half.
Bacon.
Bacon and eggs. Sally gets her little pieces. She's waiting. I gotta give her some because she's like, oh, she's getting pouty. Pouty puppy.
Yep, she's getting all upset down there.
She gets upset. Sharon gets some eggs. I'll give her some of mine. Ooh, would you like some eggs? Yeah. Yeah, oh, you want to shake hands? Thank you. Yeah, you got a little piece. Yeah, huh? Get a little piece of Dad's and put it over here on the plate, and she'll have a little bit of eggs.
Yep.
You guys, we are having scrambled eggs with bacon bits, scrambled in tallow, and 10 ounces of cross rib steak. Yes, indeed. Can you see that, Harry?
Yeah, I see it.
Ooh.
I'm just very short.
But you know what I need to add? I need to add some of my delicious.
Oh, I want. You know what
salt.
I want
Chef's blend. How did I know that? Chef's blend.
Yep.
I love this stuff. Yes, indeed. Aromatherapy. It is.
It's so good.
Want some on your eggs?
Yes, please.
Oh, with this fat. Oh, I love it. I have one little hole open. I have the big hole, 2 big holes open because the little holes don't really pour it really well. But, oh man. Oh, that smells so good. This is barbecue aromatherapy, I'm telling you. You miss barbecuing? When it's pouring rain outside and you can't get to the barbecue, just grab this.
Just put
Sit
that
down.
on. Oh my gosh.
And just close your eyes.
Oh yeah,
just close your eyes.
You're there.
And you are in barbecue heaven.
And that's from who?
Oh, this is Redmond's Real Salt. And this is her smoked Redmond Real Salt Chef's Blend small batch. If you have not tried it, I would try it. You can get the small containers of these, you guys. Hickory, cherry, and this. And I love them all.
And you got a discount for it,
yes,
right?
Down in the description below, you can have a 15% discount, and it's good for everything on their website. Anyway, guys, we've got to eat now. So we'll come back after we've had our steak and eggs. Yes, indeed. Okay, everybody, I think we're going to go ahead and close out this video for today. I just wrote down my stuff so I can put it into my carb manager without forgetting measurements. And let's go ahead and cross out the BBBE day. Tomorrow is chicken, eggs, and fish day. Add veggies. You can have your high protein powder, which means we can have a keto ice cream tomorrow and lift some weights, you guys. You can have chicken salad. You guys can have a Cobb salad. You guys can have veggies and your fish. You know, make it yours. And we will see everybody tomorrow. But don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you tomorrow, and so will Sally, huh? Yes, indeed. You want your eggs now? Okay. You want the eggs. Okay. There you go.
Well, she sucked them up.
Good girl. Did you get it?